good if one of you guys wants to kick us off in the room.
I guess it was a bit of a tight first half, but that third quarter really sort of decided the game. What sort of went wrong after half time, Dean?
Yeah, I thought, and I'm not going to have a lot for you today, but I thought the last few minutes before half time, you could see it. I thought we got lucky to kind of hang around. They missed some wide open threes in the corner. They missed a dunk. They missed some free throws. I thought they were well on top of us going into the half there. We asked for a response, and I just didn't think we got it. Credit to the Phoenix. They disrupted tonight, and part of our biggest offensive problems tonight was just getting started with people in spots, and our point guard being able to organise, and they did a good job of taking it out of our point guard's hands, or if he was carrying it, it was disrupted, and so it was so many possessions that we felt like we started out of position, and then people just when the pressure came, they felt they had to attack it and shortcut our offences, and we just really had no rhythm and no flow to what we did tonight.
You started the game with such good energy. I think it was 8-1 to start the game, and you look like you were really switched on. And to sort of take it by surprise, you look at the energy so early, and then how it sort of ended.
Yeah, it's been us, right? We can play for periods of time with good energy and commitment to sharing the basketball, and then we can go through periods where we can't. So yeah, I don't have a great answer for you on that one.
Just with you talked about getting into your offense, it feels like that's been a pretty common theme, sort of nearly halfway through the season now. How are you diagnosing that through the week, or why does it seem like it's a constant problem?
It's been a constant theme without Newley, and I think our offense looks so much different when he's in the basketball game for us, and he's our point guard, he's our leader, he knows our stuff, and I just don't think we've quite got that from other people at the moment. X has done a good job in putting points on the board at different times to win us some games, but right now the ability for our point guards to bring everybody else into the game and get us organised is not good enough.
So given that there's uncertainty around Shea's going to play and what he's going to be able to do because of the nature of the concussion, are you confident that those guys will be able to figure it out at this point? Yeah, we've seen it
at different times, right? But we haven't seen a consistency with it. So, we just have to continue to teach as best we can and we've really simplified. We hardly run any of our package that we went through this morning, so really try to simplify it, and when things aren't going right, when you go from simple to even more simple, there's a bit of a problem. So we just got to look at some things, 4 or 5 things that hey, everybody knows we can get into this. If it's disrupted, we can still get into it and make sure the basketball moves and we screen the right way. But again, I credit Phoenix. They blew a lot of stuff up tonight, and their defence was good.
Brad, just on that, what Dean's talking about and how it has been sort of a work in progress, then Shea comes in, then he's back out. How have you seen it in terms of trying to get that offense functioning?
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Dean's thrown to a couple of us wings too. We got to get better at advancing the ball. There's a couple of errors we made tonight. I thought we did a better job when we kind of settled down a little bit later in the game, but it was probably too late. So that's on us wings to get into the offense at times, and I think that's something we continue to work on.
Just in terms of Marcus, first look at him, Dean. How did you assess? I mean, obviously it's a pretty tough night to come in and try and have an impact.
Yeah, he had shoot around today, and so his limited knowledge of what we were doing both ends. But I thought when we were in the zone, he was a big presence. We want to see a really high level rebounder, and I think we practiced 2 or 3 passes trying to throw it to him above the rim, and I think it was 3 or 4 opportunities for us to put the ball where he needed it when he rolled out. So that'll be something that we hopefully in a week that we can get better at.
Just more broadly, I mean, it seems like there's a little bit of frustration, which makes sense, but this team's been so successful. How would you sum up the mood as you're going through this roller coaster and trying to figure it out?
Tough, it's tough. I you know, we've been a successful club, and we just haven't been able to commit defensively or been able to share the basketball like we have in the past. And then, you know, I hate this feeling. You know, I want us to come out and play United basketball every game, and yeah, we can keep talking about, you know, yep, we lost our point guard, we lost our centre at the start of the season, and if you're recruiting a team, they're pretty crucial positions to lose, but we've had people step into those roles, but we haven't been able to see a consistency. So, yeah, it's tough right now.
5 and 7 now, Dean. Does the sort of urgency start to build a bit when they're in the halfway mark of the season, with the playing sort of drifting a little bit further away? Yeah,
you know, I said it weeks and weeks ago to say if we could be 500 at mid-year, I thought that would be an absolute pretty good achievement with what we've been putting on the floor. We put ourselves in a tough position to say, yep, we've got to win these next 2 to go and be in that position. But, you know, not even worried about ladder position or anything right now. It's just playing the right way. And we just saw so many possessions today where we over-dribbled it and didn't move it, and so that's the part. If we get back to playing the right way, other things will take care of themselves. And you make or miss shots, and you win or lose some games. But if you don't put yourself in a position to win games by sharing the basketball and playing the right way, we'll be struggling.
Did you look to maybe try a few new things? I mean, only a couple of weeks ago against this same team, you scored 110 points and won by 25. Can you throw a few things around, maybe try something different?
Yeah, you know, we played zone pretty much the whole fourth quarter and had a little impact as well. We tried to continue to move different people in and out to see, you know, what we could get out of people. But you know, obviously they were a bit flat last time we played them, and they were missing Brokoff and Adnam and different things. And you know, we've had Shaylee, and you know, we didn't have an import playing his first game as well. We know that all those things are going to be adjustments, but. You know, there was a fight in the fourth quarter, and you know, again we saw Tuck, you know, shoot the basketball late in the game. It's right now we've just got to make him believe that he can shoot the basketball throughout the game. And I think, you know, what we saw, I thought he would walk in pretty confident today, but you know, they still played off him at periods of time, and he looked a little reluctant. So it's again just giving him the confidence to know that, you know, if they're playing off you like that, it's a really good shot for you to just step in it and knock it in, and we need him to do that, and, you know, all throughout the game, not just in the fourth quarter.
We've asked obviously endlessly about Shay, but just because again of the uncertainty, do you have to go into this and basically plan that he's not going to play, or is it not that drastic?
No, you know, I like the progress he's made in this last week. So, you know, it wouldn't be a great thing if he got another concussion for the rest of the year. That there certainly wouldn't be a great thing. But we believe that he will be back. You know, in the near future, in the next couple of weeks. So I don't think we can plan for anything other than getting him right and getting him back in the lineup as soon as possible.
Have these knocks been as a result of him being more susceptible to concussions, or have they just been really hard knocks that have just been unluckily would have pretty much knocked anyone or given them concussion symptoms? Yeah,
I'm not a specialist, but I'm sure if you have continual knocks, then it becomes a little bit easier to get your next concussion. But yeah, we just want to make sure that the numbers that are showing with his capacity to get back close to 100% is as close as we can get to him.
So I guess, yeah, that obviously lends into the cautious approach. If he's more susceptible together, that probably does explain why you are quite cautious, obviously. Yeah.
Cheers.